In this video, I'm just going to give you a quick guide to getting started with Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to do is log into your English College email account. Click the dots, click on More, and click in Classroom. And what this will do is load up for you now. Because I've got two Gmail accounts open at the moment, it's going to come up with this screen, which doesn't give me permission because the main account I'm logged in is my own personal account. So if I click on here and change it to See Project at English College, it will allow me to log into the classroom. Now, the home page is where all your classrooms will be displayed. As you can see, I've got 3 classrooms here. You've also got your menu button here, which will have all of your classes on it as well. You can access any archived classes. So if you get to the end of a year and a group are leaving, you can archive your classroom. But if you ever want to come back to it, you can access it from there. And you've also got some settings as well that you can play with. Now, the first thing you're probably going to want to do is to set up your classroom. So I'm going to click Create Class. And I'm going to create 7.2. And you can have section on there if you want to. So I'm going to put computing. If I can spell it. You can put whatever is relevant to you, and you don't have to type anything there. Click Create. And this will set up your classroom for you. And it picks an image, but you can change it either by select a theme, or you can do upload photo. On the main screen in your classroom, there are 3 main areas that you'll access. You've got Stream, which is like your timeline on Facebook. You've got your students, you can invite your students to your class here, and you can access their accounts here. And you've also got your About. And About is where you can share documents with your students. And they're the basics for getting the classroom set up. So once you've got a classroom, you're then going to want to invite your students to it. So we're going to go to the students one, and we're going to go to invite. So the first way I'm going to invite them is by sending them an email. So you can type in any of the names of the students and they'll pop up here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look and see whose username starts with 14, which would be the year 7s. So you could get all of the year 7s up. This at the beginning of their email address, it has the year that they started in. So it might be that you just want to bring a list of all of them up and then go through and just tick the ones that you want to invite. So if I just select a few here, and you can scroll on down. Once you've got your list, so you can see here the names are added once that's correct. So for example, I might cross that person off. You're going to click Invite Students, and it's going to send an email invite to all of those students. The other way that you can invite students to your classroom is by giving them the code. So as long as they've already signed up to Google Classroom, maybe they're part of somebody else's class, what you can do is get them to log in to their Google Classroom. I'm going to go on the home page, click on the little plus, click on Join Class. They'll just type in the code and click Join, and automatically they'll be added to your classroom. So once you've set up your classroom and you've invited some students to it, you're probably going to want to start communicating with them. So you're going to do that through the stream, and it's just like your Facebook timeline. So for example, you can just write a message to them and post it. Or it might be that you want to share a document with them. So it could be and you're going to hit this button here, and you can upload your files. So I have my files located here. So you literally just pick a file and you can drop it in and click Upload. Click Post, and you'll now have your document attached. You can also share a document which you have in your Google Drive, and we'll do a little bit more on Google Drive at a later date. So it could be resources. Click on this button here. Just very quickly, all your Google Drive documents will be here, but there is a classroom folder. You can access it through there. You've also, every time you set up a classroom, a folder is automatically created which is shared with those students. So I'm just going to double click on 7.2, and any documents that you upload will be located in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the document that I want to attach and then click post. Some of the other things that you can attach as well is you can attach a YouTube video. So you can either search for it or you can click URL, and I've just copied one already from up here. I'm going to click add. And we can post that. And finally, you can also share links. So I know lots of us find really useful articles that we want to share with our students. You're just going to paste the link in and add. You're going to click post. And that's how you can attach documents and communicate with your students. In Stream, you've also got the option to set assignments for students. So it might be that maybe you want to set a homework that they're going to do, or it might be that you want to set an end of unit test. So I'm going to click on assignment. Okay. Okay, and it might be that you want to attach a file to it. And go to my drive. And you can set whether students can view it, edit it, or whether you want to make a copy for each of the students that they can edit those themselves. So I might want each of my students to have a copy that they can edit, and then I can assign. And what it will do is it will actually show you a count of how many people have actually done it and how many people have not done it. And you can see there again, it will outline that each student is going to get a copy of that to complete. The final tab that we have is the About tab. Now what you can do here is you can write some details about the group. So it could be year 7 computing, and we can put room 9, and also this gives access to the 7.2 computing folder on your Google Drive. I mean, you can save that. You can put further details in if you want to. The thing that I like here is that you can actually sort of group your work together. So for example, I could do Unit 1 spreadsheets, and here I could attach my files that I've got on my Google Drive in an organized way. So I'm going to go to my classroom, I'm going to go to 7.2. I'm going to find all of the documents that I want the students to access in this particular unit. So I'm going to click the first one, which is 1. I'm going to hold Control and click 2. And I know that I also need 2 3s. So I've just held Control while I've added each of those. You can do it one at a time if you want to. And click Add. And I'm going to click Post. And you could do this if you wanted to for each of your units, just to keep everything together, because sometimes the stream can get a bit cluttered, particularly if you've got students who are posting on things. So if you just wanted a nice easy way of students actually being able to find the work in an organized way, then it might be useful to just do that through the About